So whether abantu bathi you are homosexual, flatelo, do your thing. I'm not saying it's daban. What is daban? I'm not saying homosexuals are perfect beings. There was a video that I was watching, an interview that Somiz. Somiz is a homosexual. So he was talking about the fact that so I'm driving to the fact that even homosexuals are not perfect. They are people. So he was saying that he has never seen judgmental people in his entire life like his daban. Sorry, homosexuals. I'm used to the term like homosexuals. He says most homosexuals look down on other homosexuals. You know, there are categories. Okay, I'm a homosexual, I'm a sabula. Lo homosexual as a you know, there's that grading of which is their own thing. As in down a lab food, it doesn't want us. But all I'm saying, Kwabona, they should have hearts. They shouldn't have that, you know, mentality of division. I think it's a flaw that they have to look at now, né? When it comes to themselves and appreciating other people. I don't know, and yes, it's a thing I heard on YouTube. Somizi said it, but I'm funny naleyo, but it's a concern. But okay, yes, they are not perfect ngabantu, but nabo they have internal problems that they need to solve. You know? Yes, they have external problems, us being homophobic towards them, but they also have internal problems like everybody else. We all have internal problems that we need to address. So that's the most important thing. So guys, what do you think about this talk? Spirituality and division, homosexuality and homophobia, all combined. Can you see that these things are just related, from religion up to homophobia? Interrelated. You just have to change your thinking. So what do you think, guys? Taking comments now and questions if you have them. So you've been schooled, Omega, about homosexuality. So you can take a book. I mean, not a book. You can Google developmental problems that occur in utero, like inside the uterus. We genders abantu. You'll find many defects. You'll find many. Some go undiagnosed. There are many undiagnosed conditions. Some have brain tumors that they don't know they have until something happens and then it becomes an incidental finding. Some have 3 kidneys. They don't even know they're fully functional. You're supposed to have 2 kidneys. Some have 3. Some has 1 large kidney. Kidney 1. Like, there are a lot of things, guys, that go undiagnosed, but we don't have scanners to see. You don't have scans to see, okay, this one is perfect. Boop, go to the community. This one is imperfect. Boop, young up. Yeah, so don't try to understand. Don't try to be perfect with, you know, that you don't even have half the information that you're supposed to have. If you did, aikufuni still. It all drives back to the fact that aikufuni, when I focus on your own life and becoming a better version of yourself, loving other people, not being judgmental. Spiritual healing. Heal people through the spirit. So if you're gonna be out there judging other people, you are killing their spirits. If I was a functional in society, if you are out there condemning other people, making them feel imperfect, you know, increasing the anxiety. Guys, they ask an anxiety. And it's difficult to overcome. You know, there's this thing to abantu bazwetin. So if you're below this thing, it's hard to penetrate, my guy, trust me. But if you're fortunate enough to penetrate, once you are gone. You're gonna be a successful person. So try to penetrate that membrane. Abantu bazothini. Abanye abantu babounce apha, abantu bazothini. Jike phindile ezantsi umuntu. Abantu bazothini. So you never fully establish izinto famba uyazenza life because you worry about other people and what they're gonna say. And I'll say this one thing even now. I have friends, I have family who are against homosexual people. Ne? But I do not care what they say or think about me doing this video because it's not about them. It's about me and teaching other people. And maybe they may learn a lesson or two from this video. But still, if they don't approve, and now, my life continues. They keep on changing other people's mentalities. Keep on influencing people. Obviously, I'm not the Messiah. I'm not gonna change the world. I'm not gonna change everybody's views. Some people are gonna be against this video. They're gonna question it. It's well and good. It's fine. But I know for a fact that a few people's mentalities have been changed. That's all. I'm good. If one or two have been changed, I'm good. Perfectly fine. So is it bad to be okay with homosexuals but not accepting it? Like ube nala mentality, whatever, wethu umntu makabe into afuna uba but not like, is that vague or it makes sense? I think don't be ignorant in the fact that, okay, mandithi kanje, pay attention to the feel that you have towards homosexuals. Even though you're gonna say, it's whatever, yeah, but how do you feel inside? Do you feel like that they're homosexuals, or you're perfectly fine with it, you don't have a problem? Even if homosexual, do you have a problem with that? Do you feel like you have that sense of hate when it comes to homosexuals? So whether or not you say, it's whatever, but pay attention to the emotion that you feel inside towards homosexuals. Yabo. So yes, I am not a homosexual. Ne? I am not a homosexual, but I am not against homosexual people. Diyancokola nabo. I don't have a problem nabo. Like, they're human beings, they're normal like us. Bayancokola, but right, but fun. But sharp, like, they take away nothing from me. Just as long as them do, like, they're gonna hit on you obviously if they want to hit on you. Just like in intombazane ngazofika izonibleed. Even for umfana, but I think it just needs an extra mile emfaneni about. No chap, because they have to understand. No chap, I understand, but and you cook way, but we can continue chatting. But for intombazane, you can just say, but yes, it's an way, like cook ren, go sharp. I mean, I don't have a problem with homosexuals. We chat, be sharp, be mnandi. So this has opened another knowledge room, because now at least I have learned something. I must say I can fairly discern between the sexuality. Yes. I like when you talk about developmental issues of the body and embracing them. I think it goes to the fact that as individuals, we are given the liberty to choose what we want and to be and become. Ayifuni mntu leyo. It's all up to God uba uzojaja athini when the day comes. Actually, guys, are you sure that day is coming? Why do you live in boundaries? Don't limit your thinking, guys. Don't limit your thinking. Don't. Be free. Feel free to explore. And another point, thank you for raising this point. Another thing is that who said it's a sin uba ungachati? So not everyone is supposed to get married, guys. So it shouldn't be your desire to get married. If you feel like marriage is not for you, don't go there. Because some other people, like now, sometimes they don't want a daughter or a mfazi next to you, so you're not gonna get married. Sometimes uzalelwe uba wena uyohlala ekhaya uphilise ikhaya qha, so that's your job. Uzalelwe ekhaya uphilise ikhaya likhuliswe nguwe, likhuselwe nguwe, izinto zibe mnandi. So if ungumntu ongumfazi uneso siphiwo mhlawumbi sokwenza loo nto and abakufuna ubuhambe phaya ekhayeni, bafuna uhlala uzohlala phaa, you're not gonna get married. Uzotshata mhlawumbi imitshato yakho iphela, or kungabikho kwandoda ekuncwasayo, ube umhle grand shem yonke into right, but ufumaniseke uba uyastrugglisha man, abezi abafana, like bayakusolisa, so uplitwa uvele uba uplitwa into engayindawo. So you must understand your role, you must understand who you are, you must understand where you're coming from, you must understand where you're going, you must understand your role apha elifini. Then ezinye izinto they follow. So if you understand these things, you'll know, but okay, is marriage for me? Yes or no? The answer is within you. So not everyone is destined to be married, guys. Yeah? Not sonke sine gifts, as in obligations, as menteta ngazo. Not everyone is meant to twasa. Not everyone is meant to be in church. Nje, Just accept the decisions that other people take and don't be judgmental. If mna ndithi ngoku okay hayi andifuni ucawe, if fanele uba ndisecaweni something is gonna take me back to church even if bendingayifuni. Something always happens that takes you to where you belong, even if uyafuna, even if awufuni, and you'll end up wanting, because once you start connecting to that thing, everything makes sense, and then you're like wow, you discover a lot of things. So even under that's more important in life is self-discovery. No one will ever do it for you. Once you do it for yourself, you've conquered yourself. Once you conquer yourself, you can conquer anything. That abantu bazothini syndrome becomes null and void. We must treat people the same, ngenhlonipho, ngothando, regardless of their homosexuality. Yes, also just that we need to live the life we have still on earth and not worry about tomorrow. Definitely. So don't so you're rushing to go to heaven. What I've through my experiences, what I've seen is that, I'll make an example. When you soccer field, you have to run from one end to the next and back. Yeah? So in that journey of running from one end to the next and back, there are obstacles, there are people distracting you. So that's your life, ne? Your life is to ne? And then there are people back shout, because by must be this, must yourself. So if you fail to discover your role in that thing, ne? And it's unfortunate. But for me, life is like going there and coming back. Ne? Discover all the things, all the difficulties that you encounter there. You discover what you take, what you want to leave. And then when you die, you will know. So by the time Usifa, you would have discovered your true value in life. You would have gained wisdom and experience so that when you die and become the spirit, you become a good guide to life in. Which is why we have our ancestors guiding us. They've been here before, they know how this life works. Yeah? So that's why you have to discover your full capacity so that you become the master spirit when you're dead. Because you continue being what you were. Apparently chill. If you are good, alright, you'll become that person, or nikeza abantu isiphiwo sokuphilisa, because you were there. You know how it goes. So if you discover yourself fully, ne, and then you fall, as in you die, once you become the spirit, ne, you become the spirit. Now there are no limitations. You are just there, but with wisdom. And the flesh has limitations. Ndlala yakubamba. Utfuna wenza izinto indlala ikubambile, crave utywala, amantombi alapha, yonke into ilapha imnandi. So it's hard to be yourself fully and be on the journey, because there are all these things distracting you. God, in the spirit, once you evolve into the spirit, like I said, there are no boundaries there. Like you are just there, and you are more in touch with God. So even when you pray, you say, pray to God, even your ancestors back there, but this time is because they know the connection, how important it is. Homosexuality is choice, and we must respect people's choices. We may not agree with it, but we have to respect it. We are live. If you are you have missed an important point. But I agree with you, but you've missed other points that I've raised when it comes to that. But sometimes it's not a choice. Sometimes it's a choice, but we have to respect it. Sometimes it's not a choice, but still we have to respect it. I like what you said about marriage, because I perceive marriage as a way of controlling intercourse and soul ties, which it's still lacking, because People still fornicate or do adultery, even when married. It all goes to self-control and making sure you stick to what you are married. You make sure you stick to what you are, married or single. Yes. Yes. So, any other contributions? Are you liking this life, guys? Are you learning anything? I feel like the master why don't know. Would you agree with me if I would say homosexuality is a spirit of it? Like I said, ne? I'm not sure if you're live. If you're you I did say before that there are many elements that contribute to one being a homosexual. Not that long they contribute like simultaneously. Maybe it can be one thing contributing or two or whatever, né? But there is an element of spirituality contributing into homosexuality. Like I'm not sure if you khona ngoba ngithetha ngomkhulu nogogo nogogo xa umuntu obelieve izinto the ancestors. So they have that aura, they have that drive, they have, guys, you would be amazed of the powers that are there. They can shut your emotions xa bethanda, yabo. They can shut your sexual drive xa bethanda. Bakuvale. Ungakwazi uvukelwa, ungakwazi ukuba interaction with the opposite gender or the same gender if you want to. And then they will unlock it xa befuna. But it all depends on your journey, guys. It all depends on what your role in life is. So a certain portion of it, certain element is spiritual, but there are also those scientific things, those developmental defects that also contribute towards one being homosexual. Those undiagnosed cases, abanye, it becomes a choice. There are many elements. So it's not up to us to decide about, okay, seba condemn abantu abahozi homosexuals or not. It's not our problem. It's not our baby to raise. When I just love everyone around you and accept everyone for who they are. Maybe it's a role they have to by. Maybe it's a journey they have to walk to learn something. Of which asiyazi. We just don't know. We just don't know. No, it's not cold. Heat. Later heat. Warning is band grand. So I think we've covered almost everything that we needed to cover. Any more questions before I end the live? Because I think it's hour. Yeah, actually it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Which spirit rules in homosexuals? Yeah, kanjani ngoba which spirit rules? What spirits? There are many spirits out there. Okay, now explain the part of many spirits out there. What do you mean by that? Then maybe I can understand what you're saying. Also, there are many spirits out there. Because when I try to explain it the way I understand it and I've seen it, then none discern, like unpack that many spirits. Which spirits? What are you trying to refer to? So that we can be on the same level. I wanted to do this live. It had English, but it's hard to explain certain concepts because I wanted an unlimited audience to the video. I wanted to touch everyone, so that everyone can be able to hear this. There's Holy Spirit and there's evil. So we can't say, for me, I can't say that it's evil or bad, because even in the midst of good things, you'll find that there are homosexual people within good spaces, with pure gifts, with pure talents, with pure everything. You'll find a person who's a homosexual, who's a twasa, who's iqirha, who's isangoma. So you can't say that that person has evil spirits. That person has been entrusted by their ancestors to have these gifts. Goes through the whole process of uktwasa, because when you go through the process of twasa, if there are certain things that are not right, if there are evil spirits that are not right, they have to be cleared for your way to be clear. Yeah? So if you are this person who's homosexual and your process completes and you remain a homosexual, then it surely means that there's nothing evil about it. Ne? There's nothing evil about it, because gifts don't persist in evil pathways. Even if you can have gifts and then you say in dark magic, yes, it happens. But if the intention is to use your gift in good and pure ways, if there are certain things that are dark within your journey, they are removed firstly before everything else continues. So if homosexuality was one entity that is evil within that journey, then everyone otwasayo oyumfana okanye oyintombazane would come out at the end a heterosexual and not a homosexual. So we can't say it's evil or bad. I can't say it's bad spirits. Maybe there are certain elements in certain people that make them to be gay, mhlambi, to make them deviate from their journey, mhlambi. But okay, if this person continues like this, because evil spirits also play a role kwezinye izinto, but I cannot stand firm to say that evil spirits will play a role in making you a homosexual. I do not know, unfortunately. I cannot say I know that. I'm asking the lady who said homosexuality is the spirit. Oh, okay. So have I cleared that point that I can't say it's good or bad spirit, because I believe that there's abeko evil. Let me just put it that way. Homosexual people are not evil people. They don't have evil spirits. Not unless some have, but the way I see it, they don't. Fortunately for other people, fortunately for me, I don't. Makes me sleep better at night. And if I'm little clean, I wake up feeling good. So that's all about it. Hey, say to yo, ufike late mshana. Xolo man, now avile ufike late. I'm useless as that. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm gonna post this thing, né, so that everyone else can see it. Also post it on YouTube. Oh, it's gonna be long. It's gonna take an entire day to upload, but okay, it's not a problem. I'll try. Any questions before I end it? Before I end this live? Or songs sihlute for the day. We're satisfied. Yo, I think the hours we chat about it. Take hour. Yo, guys, they are long. Okay, so I'll give it a minute to wait for comments. Maybe someone out there is typing. Yeah, I was about my YouTube, definitely. And you're gonna understand certain concepts better. You're a doctor. Thank you, Mdasa and Vile. Okay, guys. My name is Olutuwi, and thank you for tuning in. So I'm ending the live now. YouTube channel, Olutuwi, you'll get it there. Once you type Olutuwi, Shonzovel. My name is there. I have a channel. You can check out other things that I post there. Okay, so I think I can end it now, ne? Alright, so good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.